Yeah. So, our final exam review, let's open it up a little bit. Number 1 through 17 are all fair game for the final exam. 18 through 21, you can cross all those off.
What?
18 through 21. They won't be on the final.
Oh.
So if you want, you can do them, but you'd be wasting your time. 22 through 36 are all fair game. 37 through 75 are fair game. 76 through 82 are fair game. 83 through 85 are fair game. 86 through 96 are fair game. And 97 through 100 are also fair game. So there's just the main 4 that you can cross off. So what is a good way to go about our final? Hard thing is, some students think, oh, just reteach everything, I'll be on the final. It's right here. I could tell you where all the lessons are, so find them. Excuse me. Tomorrow and Thursday, so some of you might be able to get it done by tomorrow, some of you might get it through Thursday. We have the district final. That is the only extra credit that will be offered. Okay? So if you're like, oh, it's district final, doesn't mean anything, and you get 0 on it, guess how much extra credit you get? 0. It'll go under the final exam category, so it'll probably, I have not been able to see it yet because it's blocked until you guys take it. So I'll have to see what it'll go. I will tell you that it'll go under the final exam category, which would probably help you if you goof up on the regular final. So for those of you who get done with it tomorrow, awesome. Those of you who need up through Thursday, awesome as well. Don't worry about it. But we'll be working on this packet and how I go about review. It's hard for me with review. Try number 6. How about number 12? How about number 15? Now come back and take a look at your paper and you don't have anything. Okay? I'm not up here to show you that I know how to do them. You need to prove that you can do them. So why don't you take a few minutes and take a look through 1 through 15. Try a couple of them. If you're doing a few of them and you're getting them real quick, do you need to keep going? Probably not. Okay? This review is for a review for you. So why don't we let's give you 6 minutes to try some on that very first page, and then I will work some up on the board. Cool? Just number 1? All right. I'll try number 1. So number 1 is a good one to start with. So remember, there were 3 ways to solve these. There was graphing, the addition method, and substitution. So if you had one of the equations the letter was solved for, you could probably go through and do substitution. So would substitution work on this one? Yeah. So what would I do with this?
You put it in the y.
Y where?
And the 2y.
Yeah, so you plug it right down here, right? So you get 6x plus 2. There, what letter was here?
Y.
Y. What am I going to put there? 2x minus 2. There you go. Now you distribute over. Does that make sense still? Combine like terms. Add 4 to both sides. So you find that x is equal to 2. Are you done with the problem at this point? No. What should you do?
Put the x into y.
Yes, you can finish up too. Do what? What am I doing?
Plug that in.
Yeah, I'm going to take this value here, and I'm going to plug it into either here or here. One of them set up nicely. Which one set up nicely? The top one. So I get y equals 2. What was there? What was right here? X. What's going to go there? This 2. That's 2. So that's y equals 4 minus 2. So y equals 2. How do you write your answer?
Just like that.
2 comma 2. You write it as a point. That's your solution. Okay? So that's substitution. Let's look at one that was like the addition method.
Number 2.
Let me try number 3. Number 3 just because it's a little more complex. So this is substitution, but number 3. Cool. Number 3 looks like this. Is that a ringtone? That's pretty sweet. I like that ringtone.
Someone just like pulled out a light.
I always forget to turn that off.
Yeah.
I totally
You should see
noticed them
first
until
hearing.
that
I'll just
light
go
ring
to
comes.
Okay. So on this problem, do we have a letter we have solved for? Is it? Can we easily solve for a letter? I can't get an X or a Y all by itself without doing a lot of manipulation. Shh. Corey, you have a test out. Okay, so I now have to think about the addition method. So the addition method, I have to think. Do I have, I guess the first step is, do I have opposite sign on X, on the X's or on the Y's? Y's, I have opposite signs, right? I have positive and negative. So that tells me I should probably think about getting rid of our Y's. So what number would I have to, what number do both 7 and 2 have in common that I could? 14. So if I multiply the whole top equation by 2 and the whole bottom equation by 7, and remember you got to distribute all the numbers, so remember that's 12x plus 14y equals 10. Does everybody agree with that? Does everyone agree that I distributed that 2 to all those? And then the second problem, I'm going to distribute the 7, so I get 28x minus 14y equals negative 70. So what's going to happen if I add these two equations together now? Yeah, my y's are canceled out. So if I add these together, I add that, I get what? 40x? Is that right? These cancel. That's equal to negative 60. Divide each side by 40 and reduce it. So it becomes negative 6 over 4, right? Which is x equals negative 3 over 2. So that's my first answer. How do I find my second answer? Yeah, I have an x value here, so I'm going to plug it in either here or here. It's your choice where you plug it in. It doesn't matter. So I'll choose the top one to plug it in. So I have 6 parentheses plus 7y equals 5. Okay, what was here? X. What's going to go there? Negative 3 over 2. Flush. So that gives me what? Negative 18 over 2, which is negative 9 plus 7y equals 5. Add 9 to both sides. Good. So y equals 2. There you go. All right. So continue. Trying those. All right. These ones we're graphing. We're graphing these, right? So these are both set up for cover method graphing. So what is x equal to if I cover up? Negative 2. What is y equal to? Negative 6. Okay, and then I'll circle this one. What's x equal to? Positive 3. What's y equal to? 3 over 2 1.5. Right? So you graph the two. And wherever they cross, that's your solution. Of course, I free-handed it. I can't see it. Yours might come out nicer. Cool? So, on the second page of this, I said skip it. So why don't you all take a look at the third page, 22 through 36, see if you can work those out. A reminder, the ones at the bottom, 28 through 36, you're not plugging them into a calculator and getting a decimal.
You solve it by
Oh.
There's the first few of those worked out. I bet you I won't throw one on the test like that. Or if it was on the multiple choice, like you have the section of multiple choice, you might have something like that where it'd be like 10I, 10, 20, 20I for the answer. So Yep. Yep. All right. Anything else from that third page you want to see?
Or like give an example. Can you actually
Wow.
do
All right. So you ready?
Yeah.
22 should be blatantly obvious what the answer is. It should be E. Why is that? It's a quadratic and it's an inequality, and that's the only quadratic shaded
Yeah,
part.
like number 26.
26. That is an exponential function. It's growth.
Is that D or F?
F. No wait, it's D. It's D.
And is D?
25 is F. What? No, you won't. What else? Yes. 25 is F because it's growth. 26 is D because it's decay. Do what?
23 is C, right?
23. Yeah. Anything else off that third page? And we can come back to these pages. I'm just kind of giving you a basic outlook. Take a look at that fourth page, 37 through 75. This is a whole bunch of things. Factor completely. State of its prime. Remember, if it's prime, you can use the quadratic formula, right? But it's 37 through 75 is a lot of what we've been working on for the past 4 or 5 weeks. Is there anything there on that page that's sticking out to you going, help me, Rami? Any on 37 through 75 you'd like me to quickly work out? 72. I more than likely won't give you one like this on the.
It's 1 over 7.
All right, so I get this.
it's 1/7.
Is that okay so far?
It's 1 over 7.
It's 1/7.
Oh, I put 1 over 2. That didn't change too much. All right, is that okay so far? So from there, oh, this will be nice. This will work out. I'm going to multiply this by 7 and 7. What's going to be the gotcha on this question?
Plus or minus.
Good. need the plus or minus. I would say that would be a multiple choice question where I would have probably answer C or D being the plus or minus 7. Answer A would be 7. Right? So the answer, you need to both, plus or minus. Anything else up through number 75 you want to think about?
Wait. 37 to what?
37 through 75. Where? 37. Rom, can I drop parentheses on number 37? Or do I need to distribute anything?
Drop it.
So I can go ahead and drop it. I'm not distributing anything over the parentheses. Okay? Combine like terms. I don't have any other those. But I have that and that, so I get this. And I have that. And then I have this. And that. Done. Remember, it's in descending order, that's standard form. The difference between 37 and 38, if I drop the parentheses on number 38, can I drop the first set of parentheses without changing any signs?
No, you have to distribute the
The negative gets distributed over the first set of parentheses or the second? Second. Okay, so that was a positive 2x to the fourth, now it's negative. This was a negative 3x to the third, now it's positive. That was a negative 6, now it's positive because they distributed. Combine like terms. Here's your answer. I would say let's not worry about 57 or 58. Cross them out. You won't see them on the test. 57 or 58 you can cross off. You won't see them on the test. So if you're not going to see them on the test, we might as well not work them out, right? Anything else up to number 75 you'd like to take a look at? You know what? One of our multiple choice questions on the final is which of these is the quadratic formula? And it's multiple choice. Yeah. So yeah, and it's like I think one of the choices is the slope equation. One of them is the midpoint equation. One of them's the I don't know some other equation, and one's the quadratic.
Okay, I have 1 point.
So it should be like, dude, you should be able to get this.
For sure.
I got one for sure. I'm sure once you see, it's probably like
X equal negative b 3 over
Have you seen
y
my problem?
squared.
Dogs in the next garden. Hey, let's flip over to 76, 77, 78. Any of those you want me to work?
No.
76, 77, 78. Any of those you need me to work?
No.
Yeah. 77, you got it.
Answers.
Number 77, I have this. So this one's set up, is set up in standard form. So your A value is 1, your B value is -1, your C value is -6. In order to find the vertex in the axis of symmetry, it's negative B over 2A, and then plug in, right? So I get negative -1 over 2 times 1. So that's half. So x equals half. That's my axis of symmetry. Right? That's also the x component of my vertex. So if I take the x component of my vertex and plug it back in, I'd get and then I would use a calculator to do this. I mean, that's 0.75 minus 0.5 minus 6. Comes to what?
0.75.
0.25. Thank you. You done? Thank you. You done? Thank you. Do you want? Is it 6.5?
Negative 6.25.
6.25? Thank you. Okay. So we have part of it a fraction, part of it not. So will this factor?
Yes, it does.
It does. So if it does factor, I can come down to x minus 3 and x plus 2. So x equals 3 is a root. X equals negative 2 is a root. So these are my roots. Right?
Is that the x-intercept?
Mm-hmm. So if you plot this, you have you have half, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's my vertex at positive 3. There's that. Negative 2, there's that. Where does it cross the y-axis?
Irrational.
Crosses the y-axis at negative 6. It's always your c value. Is this a maximum or a minimum?
Minimum.
Minimum. What's my minimum value? This is my minimum value right here. Okay? Huh. 70 what? 6? Okay. 76 will open upside down. And these are all recorded so you guys can go back and look at them. 76, I have this. This one's already set up to find the roots, agree? Does this parabola open up or down? Down. How do you know? The negative out front. Okay? So if I were to just plot this, I'd have negative 3 and negative 1. Okay? These are my roots, right? What is the x component of my vertex? Negative 2 is the x component of my vertex. Okay? It's also my axis of symmetry. Okay? How do I find the y component of my vertex? Yeah, plug negative 2 back in. So I get this. So I get negative, that's 1, negative 1. What does that come out to? Positive 1. And we said this opens down? Any idea where it would cross my y-axis? I'm going to plug 0 in for x. If I plug 0 in for x, what do I get here? 3. If I plug 0 in for x, what do I get here? 3 times 1 is 3. Remember the negative. Is that a max or a min? It's a max. So there's my max. Right? Cool. So what I would strongly encourage y'all to do is, yes, we have the district final that we'll be doing on the computers tomorrow. But I would strongly urge you to have worked up through number 75. You know, get them down. If you have questions, come ask me. Okay? I will tell you, don't expect me to cover all of this during class. If you have an external question, I'm here before school. I'm off first period. I'm off third period. I'm off fourth period. Okay? When can I come after school? No, I'm not available. I'm sorry. The other part of my contract has me off campus. Okay? So, those are the times I'm available. You need my help, come see me before school. I'm in my office. Okay, I can't get here before school. Really? It's hard for me to sometimes buy that one day you can't get here. So, trust me, I have a freshman daughter as well, so I get the silliness. Another question: will I be checking this off? Yes. Okay, the very last day of our final, I'm going to say, get out this, and I'm going to put points in for you. If you have nothing, oh, can I have more time to do it? You had time. Okay. So, cool? All right, rest of the period's yours to work on this, or collect your thoughts, or check your messages, or